Should he recant his stupid rant? I speak of California high school teacher and city councilman Greg Salcido. I was just going to call him, but why not? Why not? It's easy. All right. As you know, this jerk was caught on tape bashing the military. Apparently, he launched into the tirade because two kids in his history class were wearing Marine Corps sweatshirts. Roll it, Gladys.
If you joined the military, it's because you have no other option. Because you didn't take care of business academically, because your parents didn't love you enough to push you, and then you didn't love yourself enough to push yourself. Think about the people who you know over there. Your freaking stupid Uncle Louie or whatever. They're dumb. They're not like high-level thinkers. They're not academic people. They're not intellectual people. They're the freaking lowest of our low, not morally. You know, I'm not saying that they make bad moral decisions. Just they're not talented people.
This guy. And I already called him a Can't do it again. Anyway, some have called for his firing, but the best response may have been from retired four-star general and White House Chief of Staff John Kelly.
What is your reaction to that, knowing that he's teaching a bunch of 17-year-olds this?
Well, I think the guy ought to go to hell.
I think he's going to be there. Salcido has been placed on administrative leave by the school district, whose superintendent says there'll be, quote, disciplinary measures taken. He'll probably like that. Well, I have an idea for his punishment. Make him watch this on loop for eternity. I don't think he deserves that. Joey, I go to you first for no particular reason.
Yeah. Look, I'm not sure about this guy. You know, of all the things he said, the worst thing was probably when he said they don't make bad moral decisions. That's probably true. We don't always make the best moral decisions, you know, at 2 o'clock on a Saturday night in Destin, Florida.
Yeah.
And I have a 9-year-old little son now, and so, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but really, this made me so mad. So the premise that he's working on here is that the military is undereducated, and really what he's doing is talking to these high school students saying, you only go there if you don't do well here.
Right.
But that premise is completely false. So not only is he really stupid, but he's also spreading lies. I'd love to meet the Marine that took his girlfriend, because this is coming from somewhere personal.
Yeah.
You know, here's the deal. Almost 90% of the military has a high school education, as opposed to less than 60% of civilians. Over 80% of officers have a 4-year degree or higher, as opposed to 30% of civilians. So there's some facts, there's some data, and then you know, I don't know. Yeah,
say it.
Here's the deal, man. Here's the deal. This guy's been a mayor, a city councilman, and a teacher, right? I'm qualified to do all of those things, right? He couldn't be United States Marine if that's the only thing he wanted in life, and that's where I started my career.
Yeah.
So to go after the education or our motivation, whoa, people believe in something bigger than themselves. They want to contribute to something that might take their life or their legs. Oh my God, they're the lowest of the low. Listen, dude, I'd challenge him to a physical contest with the one limb I have still intact.
Wow.
And,
Tyrus?
I
think he felt he could say this because he doesn't know anybody. He's so cocooned in his own world.
Well, first of all, I have to, disagree with him. You said girlfriend. He didn't have a girlfriend. That's that whole different kind of anger.
leave Trevor alone.
And the other thing is, on his moral high ground, does it get cold up there, you think?
Yeah.
Is it always, 75? I think this is the problem with, and I'm going on a limb here, but I'm assuming he's a Democrat.
Yeah.
And a liberal. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Just guessing. For the people, but he loves people. So he is literally the reason why they can't win an office. It's that type of mindset. He thinks you're doing him a favor. And he makes, as a teacher, he makes anywhere from 32 to 30, and judging by the way his students respond to his speech, probably on the lower end of the 32, and has to get a part-time job in the summertime to supplement his income. So, because I graduated as a teacher, when I saw that guy pass, I said, I'm gonna try something else. So it's not for him to talk about the military, and one of the reasons people go to the military is to further their education. So his entire rant was just his moral high ground and his horse, because he didn't have to pick up a gun and himself and go defend the country.
What do you? What about you, David? I think he should. Think he should get his job back on one condition: that he spends a year embedded somewhere. I mean, imagine he would actually get some learning experience.
They should have like one battalion that's all like just like professors and Marxists.
The Air Force. I'm kidding.
And no, I mean, yeah, this guy. I mean, look, I didn't join the military because I know I'm like too much of a loser. Like, I can't agree with him.
I would not last. I would not last. I'd be home on the bus on the second day. What about you, Kat?
I just love that he's saying people in the military are dumb when he's making these kind of comments in a room full of recording devices.
Yes.
And, I mean, this guy, was he drunk? Like, just to stand up there and be like, your Uncle Louie is stupid. I mean, you're getting paid to be a teacher. I saw a better thought-out lesson plan from Jack Black's character in School of Rock on his first day as a substitute teacher.
That's true. All right. But I want to, I got to wrap it up, but I want to make the bigger lesson here is that schools fail to assess life experiencing when they're hiring teachers. This guy obviously knows nobody in the military, which tells you that he has no life experience, because everybody here knows somebody in the military. So he's a sheltered, self-involved, and this will end up killing, this will kill education. A typical veteran would impart more knowledge to kids than a know-nothing jerk like that. And I'll also include not just school, but in networks as well. Places like Fox News and places like CNN need to hire people like Joey, hint, hint, because they have more knowledge. And avoid people like David Angelo. All right, up next.
They are.
A scientific study says conservatives are better looking than liberals. Who are the science deniers now?